Our long national nightmare is apparently officially over. The Vikings have officially announced that Kevin O'Connell will take the reins as the 10th head coach in franchise history. Kevin O'Connell, welcome to Minnesota, baby. Getting it out. Now, there had been some consternation, maybe self-induced, as like, oh, what happens if Sean McVay retires? Nothing has been official. Nothing has been signed yet, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, the whole thing about Kevin O'Connell and the Rams winning the Super Bowl because of Kevin O'Connell, and the fact that the Vikings and O'Connell technically, officially couldn't negotiate a contract right away. It would have been a little bit eyebrow-raising if Rams win the Super Bowl. 6 hours later, the Vikings announced that he signed his contract to be the next head coach. So they had to wait a little bit. They had to space it out. They had to go to O'Connell's like, hey, check yes or no, like one of those Valentine's letters put in a high school locker. Check yes or no. Hey, do you love me? Do you want to be my coach? And if you do, whatever. But either way, KOC in the building. Now, there's still some Vikings fans that'll be like, I don't believe it until his ass is in the chair or on the sideline week 1 in September. But that's whatever. Ownership and Kwesi Adofo-Mensah put out some statements. Jagrav, blah, blah, blah. Mark Wilf said he's a strong leader, an innovative coach, and an excellent communicator. GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah said, as I spent time with Kevin during the interview process, became immediately clear he will be a great partner in building this football team for long-term success. Well, that's a lot off my mind. I was worried that he was a weak leader, a non-innovative coach, as well as a horrible communicator, which we've seen. But the Vikings have their man, Kevin O'Connell, this Bug Grant lookalike, except Bug Grant never smiles. It does make sense. Vikings going forward there. And O'Connell, first shot as a head coach, first shot as a full-time play caller, did call plays for 11 games 2019 after Jay Gruden got fired, had a year crossover with Kwesi in 2016 in San Francisco. But you're taking an apple from the Sean McVay tree, an offensive innovator tree, a Super Bowl champione tree. So does make sense, man. And I know some Vikings fans are sort of, I was like, oh, he's never called plays before. Blah, blah, blah. Don't care. Do not care. He's a former NFL quarterback who has spent time with some of the greatest offensive minds in the modern game. What more do you want? Like, play callers and head coaches don't just fall off trees. It's like, well, we want a young 36-year-old head coach who has won multiple Super Bowls and has called plays before. You can't afford it. Good luck getting them. Because guess what? Those guys don't come on the market often. Because their teams generally like to stick with them because they're good. They're good, apparently. But as Kevin O'Connell begins filling out that coaching staff, Wes Phillips will be here in some capacity, reportedly. Thomas Brown interviewing for the OC job. We're becoming Rams North, Midwest, North, whatever. And then the staff has come together beautifully, man. And things are starting to just feel a little bit more cheery because even though Kwesi outside the box hire, Kevin O'Connell outside the box hire, and the fact that there's so much talent on this team, how many the games, the Vikings had a 6-point lead in every single game except for one. Whatever. And the Vikings greatly underachieved over the last 2 years. The whole was less than the sum of the parts. They have so much talent, especially on offense. They got Justin friggin' Jefferson. O'Connell's worked with Cousins back in the day before. So now things are really starting to come together. And finally, hope is on the horizon. It's a new day, a new dawn in Minnesota Fighting Vikings football history. Let's go, man. Let's go. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings officially name Kevin O'Connell as their new head coach. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.